representing the night, Najee Marshall.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Let's take a look at the numbers for him.
And right now, he's in one of those grooves where he has a tremendous feel for the game. His assist numbers these past 5 look a lot different than from the rest of the season. And by different, I mean better.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. You've got Morant. G.G. Jackson is out there with Jalen Wells. And it's Prosper in at the 5 spot. And for Dallas, Ja Marshall's out there with P.J. Washington. Then it's Williams. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. So Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Williams looking over the floor. Pass to Thompson. Just 5 to shoot. The tray. And the 3 ball is good.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Off the left rim and out. Williams up on top. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Pass to Wells. Here's Prosper. Takes a 3. Powell pulls it in.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Marshall passes to Thompson. Powell with a screen on Morant. Nice shot by Thompson.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about the game plan he has in place for Ja Morant. Coach was forthcoming, saying it's no secret you need to turn him into a shooter. If he gets a step at the rim, you already lost that battle. He can drain a few from outside, but we are willing to live with that. Appreciate the honest answer. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Prosper. That's tipped. Marshall with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Over in the corner, Washington. Over Wells. Rebounded by Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Morant kicks to Wells. From outside, off the mark.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Pass to Powell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented, different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And, of course, the Grizzlies just way behind.
And for the Grizzlies, what a slow start they've gotten off to. At least they have enough time to still get things going here in the right direction.
Well, sure, it is early, but they want to avoid digging too deep a hole for themselves. If you let a slow start go on too long, it can really shake a team's confidence.
How about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter? Williams gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Mavericks leading by 4. To the paint, trying to find Marshall, and gets it to him. Morant with the steal. Over Williams. Jackson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
Out to the wing. Wells with the steal. Driving the lane, and that one's good. Coward. It's all knotted up.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, then another. Really the story of the game.
Yeah, they just committed too many mistakes at both ends. But credit their opponent for being disruptive. Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Thompson inside the line, and it's Dallas with another.
And this is Thompson's game. A lights-out shooter from basically anywhere on the floor. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against New Orleans. And the dunk by Wells.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Wells with the steal. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
Now, here's Washington. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against New Orleans.
Yeah, and you can't overlook the 4 steals he added. Those were some major momentum swings.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. On the Mavericks with some changes, Chris Middleton comes in for Washington. And it's Max Christie in for Klay Thompson. And Memphis making a change here. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Pelicans. Back to Middleton. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
Yeah, once Middleton gets that close to the rim, he's usually going to find a way to get the score.
Here's Williams. Pass to Powell. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Jerome deciding where to go with it. Morant against Middleton. And it's Morant missing.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Over in the corner, Christie. And shot on the way. And it's rebounded by Morant.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Christie. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
Pure hustle play by Middleton, making sure they convert on the fast break.
Pass to Prosper. And again, Memphis no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the middle. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And the Grizzlies with some changes. Hendricks is checked in, and Pippen subbed in for Wells. Christie against Morant. Pippen sets a screen for Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 6.
Well, keeping his composure against defensive pressure inside. Nice work there by Morant.
Powell in the high post. Can't connect from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Grizzlies shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Christie. Shoots over Pippen. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Grizzlies lead by 5. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Caleb Martin out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Max Christie. And it's Nembhard in at the point guard position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
No good from Clark. The Mavericks trailing. Cisse. He's covered by Clark. Here's Nembhard. Stolen away. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Pippen. Clock at 6. Here's Hendricks. And the 3 off target.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Middleton on the wing. Over Caldwell Pope. Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. Ball's knocked loose. Down low. Here's Cisse. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Middleton right side. Nembhard for 3. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And that one is good from Jerome.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And he's good on the second. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, well, this September, Grizzlies legend Marc Gasol was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame. A 3-time All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year, Marc was acquired in a trade for his brother, Pau Gasol, who is likewise an All-Star with the Grizzlies. Marc, a fixture on and off the court in Memphis. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Jerome after the made shot from Klay Thompson. Jackson has the open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Pass to Marshall to the right side. Now, Washington, he gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Thompson. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Inside, Memphis moving it around. And G.G. Jackson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Prosper's checked in. There's the screen. Thompson for 3. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Christie with it, guarded by Jerome. Back to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. At 3 off the mark. Deflects the pass. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Prosper misses. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Floats one, and the layup by Christie. Christie's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Pass to Jackson. From the arc. It's not going to fall. He's taken 4 shots and made 2. They set the screen. Christie the pass to Washington. Off target from outside. Memphis trailing here. Here's Coward. Here's Prosper. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Sacramento. Pass to Coward. It's rebounded by Dallas. Christie with it. He's got 5. Washington. And he makes good on the layup. And it's a 4-point Dallas lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Williams comes in for Max Christie. The Grizzlies also making a change. Wells, he's checked in for Ty Jerome. The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the inside. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Thompson outside. A 3 ball. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Inside. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
It's Washington high post.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Morant. 29 points for him last game against Sacramento.
And we can't skip over his role as distributor. Huge impact, making all the right reads.
In the center of things, Morant.
Well, Morant has all the moves to find a way to score in there.
Williams against Morant. And Marshall kicks to Washington. Marshall sets a screen for Washington. And again, Dallas with the 3.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now here's Morant. And the dunk by Wells.
Well, you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Williams passes to Washington. The layup off target. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks ahead, leading by 4. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
And I'm here with Coach Jason Kidd. Tell me, Coach, what do you want your defensive priorities to be in the second half?
Well, they got some talented guys on that side, so we got to protect the paint. And, you know, we got to contest the twos. We're giving up too many layups, but we settled in here, so we're in a good spot.
No easy ones for them in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
When I look at Dallas, they have the best record in the league. Can you believe that? Possibly the most talented roster. Man, they really believe in themselves.
Yeah, and it's easy to believe in yourself when all you do is win. And now time to take a closer look at Klay Thompson, who spent the first half lighting it up.
They keep feeding him and he's getting after it. Once you let him get comfortable, tough to slow him down, Kenny.
Yeah, especially when you slow down the word comfortable. You actually see better defense at times, but he finds another way to get it done.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Here is Williams. So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jalen Wells. Also, G.G. Jackson out there. And it's Prosper in at the 5 down low.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Here's Morant, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Wells. Now Morant. And it's off from three-point range. Williams with the ball, now guarded by Wells. And then Washington with the dunk.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 9. To the middle. Marshall with the steal. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Morant against Williams. Here's Prosper. No good again that time. Mavericks leading by 11. Williams passes to Powell. Out to Thompson. Fires from deep. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Mavericks 4th.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 14. Wide open. The Mavericks pull it in. Marshall's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Washington kicks to Williams. Marshall up top. Shot clock at 5. Misses off the left iron. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Here's Coward. Lays it up and banks it in. Coward's got 6.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Dallas.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you. Ja Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back over to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Here's Coward. He has 6.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Thompson gets it inside.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
It's Morant with the drive. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebound by Williams. Dallas leading by 14. And here is Marshall, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. A shot by Thompson, no one's around. Drills the three-pointer. Thompson's got 24 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his 2nd in this half.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Now here's Powell. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now here's Morant. He's got 8. The 11-footer. And too long on the shot.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Wells wide open. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Wells has got his third bucket of the night.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here are the Mavericks now. They're on an 18-6 run. Thompson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 30 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dallas. And Memphis also making a switch. Jerome is checked in. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the Miami Heat. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that game against Los Angeles, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
For 3, Middleton, another 3 for Dallas. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
On the wing, Thompson. Williams dishes to Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. For 3, Wells grabs the miss. Wells has got his 4th rebound in this one. Bounce pass for Jerome. It's up a 3. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson outside, beyond the arc. Stolen by Jackson. And now Wells pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
They got to keep looking for fast break scores to even this game up.
Washington finds Powell. In the corner, Middleton with it. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson in the corner. No good on the 3. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Pass to Coward. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks leading by 19. Martin with a screen on Jerome. Here's Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Middleton, and that one is hammered home.
Great work by Middleton in the screen and roll. He's so savvy in these sets.
Pass to Coward. The layup missed. Dallas shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And Memphis making a change here. 29 seconds left to play in the third. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Clark trying to get open. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. Makes it off the glass. Jerome's got 8.
Work that one inside nicely.
Pass to Middleton. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks riding high with a 23-point lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Christie. Najee Marshall's out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Nembhard in at the 1 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
One shot.
And that one falls for Clark. And in 2023, the NBA implementing a new player participation policy, Coach, trying to minimize unexcused absences for star players.
Kevin, I think it's huge for our game. Fans pay and watch TV to see the great players. And there's nothing more important in the league than that those guys being on the court on a consistent basis. And anything that the league can do and teams can do to ensure that, the better it is for everyone.
And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Christie. 13 points for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Marshall gets the bucket.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible. Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another 3 to fall.
Christie can't make it.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead. Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Off on the layup. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Pippen. Count it.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Making a switch here. Powell's checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Prosper's checked in. Nembhard against Jerome. Tries it from 19. Good as the jump shot falls.
Well, we've seen this before from Middleton. He's excellent at getting to his spots and finding his rhythm.
Out left to the wing. Here's Prosper. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Looking to get back on track here. Pippen with a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Middleton, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great to see Middleton producing like this. You can tell he loves to be a factor in his team's success.
Pass to Prosper. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. It's deflected. And it goes out of bounds. Pass touch by Clark.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
Here's Christie. Pass to Marshall. To the paint. Here's Middleton. Rebounded by Prosper. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Wells kicks to Morant. And with all the talk about load management, coach, and player participation, what about getting rid of players fouling out?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting rid of players fouling out. I do like the idea, and I think Scott Skiles was the one who brought it up, Kevin, of taking like the offensive fouls and just having that be a turnover, like the illegal screen or a charge, and not charge that as a personal foul, where honestly you end up being punished double.
Oof, rough game offensively. He's really struggled and really probably why they're trailing.
And here's Marshall from the arc. Offensive rebound. Pass to Christie. Here's Coward, defended by Christie. And here is Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. And the dunk by Wells.
And he wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble there.
Nope, up and in with a one-hand finish, the most basic possible. Here's Prosper. Buries it down low.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Nemhard with it. Guarded by Morant. Marshall can't hit. Now Wells to the wing on the left. Down low. Prosper. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. To the middle. Oh, the layup finish off an excellent lead pass.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
One shot.
And teams take more threes now than ever before. More than double the average attempts we saw in the 90s.
Well, I think what's happened, Kevin, is we just have more guys who can shoot the ball. So in the 90s, you might have had 2 guys who shot the ball well from 3 and made it a good shot. Now, on a lot of teams, virtually everyone on the roster can shoot the 3. If we have more guys on the floor who can space out and shoot the 3, we're going to have a lot more attempts and a lot more efficiency on those attempts.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. A 3-ball by Morant.
Yeah, he's so confident on that pull-up now. That's why the defense can't afford to give him any space.
Now Powell. Stolen by Jackson. Showing off the post move right there.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
And it doesn't go.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one even harder on it when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Good on the basket.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Here's Prosper, guarded by Powell. Lays it in off the window.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Now Washington. Thompson outside. Jacks up a three. Can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Takes the three. Knocks down the three.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim?
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
Yeah, look, never tempt a guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
Dallas Williams. 4th personal foul. 3rd team foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
One of the most explosive players to have ever entered this league. Morant shows out every night. And that's a situation where you must make them all to get back into the game.
Washington fires. Buries the deep ball.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
So it's the Mavericks now. Grizzlies making the shot. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson looking for an opening. Clock at 4 from deep. And there's the three. From outside. And so it's Dallas winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Klay Thompson.